Hello YouTube and welcome back. So I've put the camera like this on purpose so you can't see the rally, which is just here. I forgot to film a intro, so literally this is me filming this as I'm just about to do the end of the video. But we make some good progress, so let me show you what we've been up to. And obviously then at the end of the video I'll show you where we're up to. So let's crack on, eh? Okay, so this is where we're at. I've started to flatten polish. I'm on with the bonnet. Some of the marks have coming out. There are some that I'm struggling to get out. I have just ordered, which have just turned up, some 3000s. So I'm going to try 1000, 2000, 3000 and then polish. Fingers crossed that's going to work on the bonnet. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I did the roof last night, which has come up okay. There is a few, you're not going to be able to see these, but there's just a few imperfections on it. But yeah, it's a DIY paint job, innit? I mean, at the end of the day, I reckon I'm probably, excluding my time, 500-600 quid with all the materials. So yeah, I've not done too bad really for a full respray. So started putting the loom in the hatch. Obviously washer jet has got to go in. Obviously these have got to be fed through now. This one has to go into the car, but this let me come down here, it's easier down here. So under here they have a hole where the fuel rollover breather type valve, whatever it is, goes, and also the rear washer pipe goes in. Now they go up in there through here. Let's get around this side. Through here, up there, through that channel, down the A post, and then back out the front. So, got some electrical cable. It's just taking me probably the best part of half an hour to feed that through. And then what I'm doing now is I'm taping the two, so you get the plastic hard line and then the flexible windscreen washer pipe. They need pulling back through that roof channel. What a nightmare. It's not easy, but yeah, it's got to go in, and then I'm gonna have to find the interior car loom, because I don't know where I've put it, so I can get that in before I can get the roof lining in. Right, that's pulled all the way through, ready for the rear washer jet. To be honest, it was an absolute nightmare, and I lost me skin, I don't know how many times, pulling on the wire and feeding it through, but I got it through eventually. So it's all tucked up. Say the fuel one sits in the arch, and the other one, the washer one, goes up and it joins up inside here. So yeah, that's that done. What else are we up to? I've put that sound deadening stuff. It's this stuff. To be honest, it's not the easy stuff to put on, but yeah, that's in place. That's to replace the felt that would have been down there. Before I put that in, just find the empty, so the cavities have all been filled with this rust inhibitor stuff, and it is horrible browny coloured gear. You get like an extended nozzle, so it feeds down all the chassis tubes. So I've got it all in the inner sills. It's in the strengtheners. It's in the kidney shaped pieces, which everyone thinks are jacking points on these, which they're not. You will squash them if you jack a car up on them. So yeah, done it in them. It's all gone down inside the chassis legs, right away to the front, right down, and then under here it's all inside these and in these strengtheners that run across. Now I've ran out. I do need to get some more because I want to do the back bits as well. So yeah, that's that done. I need to find this wiring loom because I want to get that in place. Because I can get that in place, then I can get the roof lining stuck up, because then that's sat on top of the Mini. And I need to get the carpet out of the way because that's taking up some serious room, because they're cumbersome type things they are, those carpets. So again, I want to get that in there. I'm only going to lay it in, it's not being fixed down, just so that I can make myself a bit of room. And I need to find, which I can't find them, they had some plugs that sat in here to hold this up. They're in a box somewhere with everything else. Right, that's where we're up to. Keep going. I was going to video that going in for you, but that was just an absolute nightmare trying to get everything lined up. So you have a plastic guide that runs down this rubber, which is clipped to the glass. You have a plastic guide with pegs on either side, but the glass has to run in between on this side. If you excuse all the cutting compound, it's everywhere. And then so you get it into them, and then you have basically your window regulator fits up there with rivets, and then it has a little clip in the back. Now it's a square peg, so you have a square peg, and what you have to do is get your peg lined up on the back, and then you have to turn it quarters of a turn, which is a lot easier said than done when you're doing it from behind and it's under some pressure. Yeah, like that. There we go. So with that in place, I'm not cleaning the window because there was pointless, it'd have fingerprints over it. So basically, for all you youngsters, this is a manual window regulator. They didn't come with electric, these. So that rivet's on there. Hi Daisy. I can now tighten these up. Now it's all held in place. So you've got two screws there that hold your actual window regulator on, and then you have and you have a nut and a screw on this side to hold your plastic guide on. If I just bring you in, take you off there. So inside there, you can see that's your plastic guide where your window runs down. So that's your loom for your speakers, which obviously we're not using. And then that just clicks into a space in the guide. So obviously somebody thought about that. So you have your plastic. Let's just bring this back down again. So that's your plastic guide, and then just on the back of that you can just see there, which is the way that's retained in place. And then on the top of your window, which you can just see there, that runs inside that channel. Right, that's that window in. I now need to try and find these bits for the rear quarter glass, and I don't know where I've put them. Right, that's all now complete and working. I will clean the glass shortly. Obviously can't put the door panel on until I've got the membrane that sits here to seal this lot off, which obviously leads me to speaker holes. Well, clearly I don't want to leave a hole there, so my idea is a bit of aluminium screwed in place. That'll just blank that off, obviously just stop anything coming through if anything was to come through. So yeah, that should do the job, I reckon. Now need to get horrible aluminium, doesn't look right, so I think we should chuck some black paint over these. This little doggy has just told me that a young man called Josh, who's 5 years old, likes to watch my videos. And when he gets into bed, his mummy lets him watch my videos, and he likes watching me spray painting. So just for you, Josh, I'm going to do some spray painting. There you go, Josh. Some spray painting just for you. Is it shiny enough? So I've just quickly give that a little buff off. I've just got myself, oh my knees, one of these little 3-inch polishers, and I've obviously got the 6-inch one as well. It wasn't expensive, 50 something quid. It's like an adapted grinder. It's just a variable speed though, and it's a DA, so yeah, it's cleaned up all right. Just took a bit of the overspray off it that was on there. Speaker covers are in both sides now. Trims on the inside. Clean the glass. There is a few little marks in it, but they were second hand. Need to get the mirror on now for this side. What else have we done? I've just put the wiper in place. I don't know whether that needs to be on before the screen goes in or you put it in after the screen. I can't remember. I've just plonked that in place for a second. Still can't find the fixings for it, so I'm just gonna have to order some of them. Driver's side is done, mirrors on. So new side repeaters, but I've not clicked them in place yet. So yeah, we're getting there. In fact, I've got my aerial blank, so I think I'm gonna have to put my aerial blank in, Anna, before I shut the garage door. So I'm happy with where we're at. So back at work now, so 20 days off have finished. I've now got to go in for 4 days, and then obviously we'll come back to this and start putting more and more back on it. Right, some bits have turned up. So the little knocking pegs for the rear quarter windows have turned up. So I've put one side in already. Managed to find the screws, and I'm just putting the hinges in, obviously, because I had to order the rivets. No, let's just grab a rivet. So on these they have a black pot rivet, 5mm black pot rivet. These are. I've just done one with my hand riveter, and I literally had to put a piece of bar on the end to get it to break the rivet. They're that strong, these. I don't know why they're that strong, but they are. So I thought, I've also got that style, but it's a bit, I don't want it to bounce off and scratch the paint. Then I remembered I've got an air one. So I've just fired the compressor up. Obviously, same idea. In the hole. As simple as that. So I've blacked all the frame around the window area. That's the primer for the bonder. It's a new piece of glass, new seal. I've had to, oh, what a pain that seal was to get on there. Literally, it just pings on the end. So I've just placed it and then taped it for now to try and get it to make some shape. This one's ready for those plugs to be knocked in. I've rested the front screen in place. I've done exactly the same with the black etch primer around where the bonder is going. Hopefully the chap's turning up tomorrow or Thursday to fit the glass to this for me. Was going to have a go myself, but I thought, no, let's get a professional in because I'll just mess it up. So yeah, that's where we're at. The glass needs cleaning. This rear quarters in now, just need cleaning. I'm going to take these off and satin black them. Yeah, that's where we're up to. What I'm going to do next is I've got the rivets to put in here. Now these are monster. Let's grab one of them and show you one of them. They are monster rivets. There's no way you'll do those by hand. I mean, the scissor type one would probably do it, but when you do them, they tend to bounce off. So the air one is going to be ideal. So I think what I'll do now is I'll put the window mechanism in. There we go. That's that. Another job ticked off the list. Right, so the foam has turned up for the door weather seals. So got the door card, made a template. This is like self-adhesive, neoprene, waterproof foam. And then obviously stuck my template to the door. Made a little piece that blanks that as well. Obviously you've seen the speaker blanks that I've made. So that is now ready. Once I've punctured the holes where the trim clips go, that is ready for the door panel to go on. Right, it's in. Quite happy with the results. Everything looks nice. Well, there is two issues. Well, I don't know if you've noticed. One, I can't get that in because that stops it sliding in. However, in my haste to put bits back on this vehicle, yeah, you sausage, I've got to have the locks redone. So this panel is going to have to come off and then just peeled away so that I can get to the door lock in there. Never mind, that's going to be later that anyway, because I just haven't got any funds left to go and get all these locks repinned so they're all on the same key. But there is a bit of progress. Right, so we've come to the end of the video. Obviously you've just watched me bolting bits on. JC Windscreens, who's Manchester based, has come and put the front and rear screens in for me. I'd already bought the new rubber strips for the front and rear, so done a great job on them. Fitted me genuine Peugeot aerial delete or aerial blanking plug, whatever you want to call it. So I've gone for the green tint. I think it looks good with the green tint on. Arches aren't bolted on yet. The Starlock washers and the rubber gaskets have just turned up for them. However, I'm back at work tomorrow, so I've run out of time. So yeah, we're getting there. Let's have a look. I've literally just plonked the carpet in place just to try and get it some shape back into it, because I've had it stored and they're a bit of a pain. They're a moulded shape and they're a nightmare to store, so I had to sort of semi-fold it. So it's just laying there at the moment. The rear panels are just laying there because I've got to put the seat belts in. Door cards are all done. I had to re-glue the material back on because they were all lifting off the board. So yeah, it's getting there. Definitely looks a lot better. This is just a chaser wire because I can't find the wire that goes up there for the interior light. It's got to be somewhere. I just can't find it. So you've seen me do all the speaker blanks, the membrane. You've seen the mistake I've made with that, which I've not corrected yet. And obviously the fact that I've not put the door locks in. So the door locks I've got, I'm having all repinned, so they're all the same. Yeah, I mean it is dirty at the minute. It needs a good wash. It needs pushing outside and washing. Ooh, bright light. So headlights are in now. I couldn't get the originals, so these are Lucas headlights. But what I've done is they were silver at the back, so I've painted them beige to replicate the genuine lights, which were beige at the back, and fitted the original caps on the back, which are just held in place at the minute. Yeah, so everything's dirty and dusty. So the car needs a right good clean, but I'm happy how it looks. I mean, the glass there, I don't know how good this looks on the actual on the screen, but the glass looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, obviously all the scuttle pieces got to go in next. Wiper motor, I've got a new motor. I just need to recondition the linkage to make it look a bit better. I was tempted to try and put some stripes on it, but I need to put my big boy pants on to put them on. So yeah, what do you reckon? I'm fair. I mean, obviously the paint job looks better on camera. I'm not going to lie. There is bits here and there that don't look brilliant. I've only buffed it once. It probably needs washing and buffing again. But yeah, I'm quite happy. Right, so there you go. This is where we're up to. I'm very happy with how it's looking. Put in the comments, what do you think? Does it look okay? I think it'll look a lot better when he gets the stripes on. See, I'm just so nervous. They've got to be so right, exactly in the right place and level. So yeah, I'll maybe in the next days off I'll do them. But yeah, I'll say we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Jobs seem to take forever. You have to clean everything, put it on, trying to find the screws, working out where it went, because I can't remember half of this stuff went back on. So yeah, anyway, learning curve. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Drop us a comment what you think, and I will update you all again very soon. Cheers. Take care, everyone.